Well, hi there. Today we're going to look at a toy called Runtz. I went down to Target and I purchased just over $100 worth of this toy. So there's $100 worth of toy on this table here. My daughter was very keen about this toy because she saw the TV commercial and she said it looked really cool, but we're going to find out in this review, I hope. I hope that lightsaber doesn't mean trouble. And where's the other one? Okay. We unboxed one of these. It's the one with the park bench and the skull. Well, the price check kangaroo also took a dive. I need to show you the receipt to show you that I was not given these toys. I purchased from Target down there at Hornsby. There are the Runtz packs there, and the total was $104. Well, I'll just decommission this price check kangaroo. Okay. I found this on the floor and I had no idea what it was, and my daughter worked out what this belongs to. It's the kangaroo's nose. Sorry about that, kangaroo. Where was it from, that kangaroo?
The reptile park, and it was, you picked that with me.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Well, from the absolutely manic unboxing with lightsabers, some of the toys are unboxed and the children are already starting to play. It's really important. I need to know, how did you know about this toy? I've never heard of it. I
was watching a show on Go, and I think it was either regular show or Adventure Time, yeah. And me and little brother were watching it, and then the ads came on, and we saw this like toy thing, like just like those things, and so he saw it too. Yeah, and did you think the toy looked good?
Yeah, and it can do stunts. It can do backflips.
Right.
And you stunt like this.
Like that.
Yeah, and this can stunt too. You stunt. Do not want that kind of stunt.
Okay. What's interesting here is I've had a look at the ad myself on YouTube. This is, I think, an Australian toy company. Did you know that?
No.
No, neither did I. Now, I looked at the packaging very carefully. I was actually a little bit reluctant to buy this. Mainly because of the price. Well, hey, maybe this toy review will let the audience have their say on what they see as value for money here. But what you think's cool is those, don't you?
Yeah.
In Target Australia, remembering Australia has some of the highest toy prices in the world, a 2-pack there of Runtz was basically $7. The packs which are like this, which have a theme, this one's got a garbage trash can theme, and one Runt, $12, and these slightly larger play sets, which is like a ramp sort of thing, with one of the Runts, these were $20. I was actually very reluctant to pick up these because I sort of know my toy pricing in Australia. Mind you, what comes out of the box might be an absolute and utter miracle, but we're yet to find out.
Let's open them!
Let's open them!
Okay, get those toys open and get them all together. And the bin's getting opened up. I'm sort of thinking trash packs when I see bins, I don't know why. I think these bits here is what joins the play sets together. I hope I'm right there. Not that I've really done that much investigation. What are you laughing at?
Look at the face! Look at the face of Biggie! Look at the tail!
My daughter's ripping into one of the larger play sets there. And looks like my son's got one as well. Well, while the children are unboxing, let's see if I can do a bit of ramp action. Let's see how good Daddy is. Oh, yeah. Actually, not too bad. Oh, yeah. That's actually addictive fun. Let's give the piggy a spin. Oh, yeah. Well, my son's going to have a go at the ramp and the bin job. Go.
Oh, knock the bin.
Knock the bin. Hey, you got to try and get inside the bin. But I think you got to learn the finger flick.
I got inside the bin.
How'd you get inside? Really? What? I didn't see that.
I saw.
Did you? Have to have an action replay on that one. Well, my children are customising themselves to this toy. There's a couple of stickers to put on some of the play sets. Looks like my daughter's dealing with that. The play sets are very simple to put together. There's not many parts to them. And my daughter's just getting the basketball hoop one together there. You're right.
No.
Oh, well, here are the instructions. Well, my children are getting used to these toys, learning some of the tricks that they can do. Yeah, my daughter seems to be getting it quite well. There are two styles here of the decks, that is. There's a shorter deck on these sides here, and there is a longer deck. It's actually very subtle, the difference between those two. The trucks are all metal. The wheel distance on both sorts is the same distance apart. And the way to flick them in the box that had that there, I dare say, a picture tells 1,000 words in ways you can make them move. So it looks like there's a way you can make it move by just flicking the back here like that. You can also get one and pinch the back like so. Okay, and it spins around, and another way to get them moving. Oh, so you just flick the thing. Well, I'm sure there'll be the comparisons between Tech Deck, which is their very popular toy from a couple of years ago now. We bought all ours second hand for next to nothing at a garage sale. One thing about Tech Deck was you'd quite often lose wheels because the wheels had little nuts and things. A little bit fiddly, but some people enjoyed that aspect to it. The Runtz are a bit different for the fact that the trucks, it's all one piece. There's no little nuts to lose. The wheels don't come off. So maybe this toy is going to stop the missing wheel syndrome. And the other thing to Runtz, apart from being little skateboards, there are designs, all different sorts of designs to collect if you're right into this toy. Well, my daughter has just found the TV commercial to this toy, and she's trying to work out how to do one of the tricks that she sees in the TV commercial. It might be a bit tricky. I think there's a bit of CGI going on, yes, in that TV commercial. Yeah, I'll put a link to the commercial so you can take a look at it yourself. Very curious about looking at that now. Okay, well, we've got to place it right the right way. I mean, this kid's going to take thousands of times to master. There'll be some child in the world that's going to master this and go, hey, look,
You're
Leah,
like
look.
that kid.
Well, yeah, well, if he's on a TV commercial, they master it in an instant. Whoa! We're going back to look at the TV commercial again to replicate this stunt. Whoa, I can't wait to see it. Yeah, well, that's fake. Don't know. Show me the stunt. Which one are you trying to replicate? I need to see it. Got to get to the bottom of this. Well, I'm just studying this bit here. There's the thumb flick. It hits, goes upside down. It's completely upside down at the moment. Flicks up on the back of the ramp there, goes up in the air. And then it's on the ramp. Let's just see that again. There we are. Up in the air and then coming down. I got that frame there. It's a blur. And then it's on the ramp so neatly. And it stops. Look, you're getting there. Come on. It just takes that practice. Come on. You can do it for me. Come on. Come on. It's only a TV commercial. You got to,
Yeah, I show you how to do it. I know how to do it.
You'll get there. It just takes a lot of time and possibly some CGI trickery.
I know how to do it.
Watch out. Little brother's coming in. He's going to show us how to do it. He's done it. Looking at this stunt again, there's a flick, it goes along, it tumbles, it's completely upside down, tumbling in the air, goes up in the air, and miraculously lands on the ramp.
Oh.
What's your thoughts, audience, on that one? Trick or treat?
This is impossible.
Come on, that's nearly it.
Make that slow-mo replay.
Come on, come on.
Oh, no.
Well, we're going to give up on that stunt for a bit and we're going to try another stunt. The ramp, basically into the basketball hoop. Okay, let's do it. Come on, just get used to it. Go. And action.
Ah! It does talk. I want to do that.
no!
Come on, it just takes practice. It just takes practice. A lot of practice. A lot of luck, I think, as well. Oh, come on. Give us some girl power. Yes!
Oh my god, and land on this.
Yeah.
Guess what? My replay of that, people.
Okay, show me a stunt, please.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty cool. It wasn't a flick version, but it's the one he likes to do. Well done.
And they go inside the bin.
Okay, trash it.
And it was a flick.
Yeah, it was.
That was a flick.
Well
and
done.
he did like...
Ooh, yeah, hey, that was a pretty good trick. Can you show me another one?
Yes.
I got this basketball.
Yes.
I got the ball.
Okay, well, that's the way he plays with these things.
Move.
It's got you tormented, that one, hasn't it? I think it's just a very lucky flick. I can only assume in the commercial it might be a bit of trickery going on, maybe. Well, in the background, my daughter's trying to master that stunt, and we'll take a look at some of the patterns here. There's some that my daughter like. That one's graffiti, I think my daughter likes that one. That's like a jack-o'-lantern or basketball type look. Bit of a lightning bolt and skull. Another one my daughter liked is the crime scene one, like a bulldog version there. It's very Mighty Beanish.
That's
designs, isn't it?
No.
Skull. What's that one? Yeah.
The snow monster there. Here.
It's a snow monster.
Or like some white abominable snowman. Yeah.
Okay.
Or some gorilla.
Oh, I can see. Yeah. Well, I can't see, can I? And there's a.
Oh! I just did.
What? Hang on.
I just did.
Hang on a second, but hang on. What was it doing down here?
No, it bounced off this thing.
No, well, just doing it is. It's got to be up here.
I saw it right like this.
Here's a question. Do you think in that TV commercial, do you think that's a real stunt or is it fake?
Real.
What's your thoughts there? You don't know?
No.
This whole video is going to ping back to that TV commercial, I feel, about what you see in that is real versus what is being manufactured. Okay, well, they're both going to try and get in that bin there. I don't know who's going to go in first. Okay, go, guys.
You ready?
And over the background there, my daughter is still spooked by that stunt, but I'll show you how these connect together. There's a little red doodah there, and I think I can do that. And it's actually pretty easy to connect these bits and bobs together. That one will connect over into the basketball court, I believe. Something like that. So there's the ramp and the basketball hoop. Okay, going to do a stunt. Oh, almost. And I can come in and there's a connector there and I can connect the half pipe, whatever it is there, onto all that glory there. So it's starting to become a bit of a skate park. And every skate park needs at least one bin, doesn't it? I know the one in our area does, and it can connect on there like that. So all this stuff is
What about me?
fairly modular. Yeah.
For...
How does that connect up? Is it any way that goes on? You worked out that one?
I know where it goes.
Where? Okay, jump the whole skate park. Shoo! There. That was amazing. Well, I'm always on about toys that work with each other. Let's see how that goes on a bit of Hot Wheels track. Hey, yeah, it runs on the Hot Wheels track. That's going to get the boys happy. Will it work in the Hot Wheels launcher of sorts? Oh, we don't know yet. Well, I've got the eyeball loaded up into the Hot Wheels car launcher. Okay, 3, 2, 1, fire. Oh, smackdown. It sort of worked. Okay, guys. We went out today, you were begging for this toy because you saw the TV commercial. What's your first appraisal of this?
This is not what I expected. I thought like it's like, wee, oh, it's
Yeah.
like that. I thought it was like,
I think it takes a lot of skill and a lot of luck to pull off the stunts. Look, I'll say it like this. My son's having fun with it in a different way. You're sort of having fun, but I think, like Tech Deck, it's a toy that gets played with once in a blue moon. Yeah. Remember, I paid $100 for all that you see on the table here. When I saw that, I just thought, oh, okay, that's pretty clever. Someone said, oh, well, let's get a skateboard. Let's put a fancy pattern on top that kids go for. It's interesting. I think it's that is what drew my daughter in. The fact that these look pretty cool.
Oh, I hate this.
Kids who are into like the Tech Deck toys would probably have some sort of say about it. But you know what? Kids actually made some custom ones that may be far better than what's down on the table there. Well, watch out, Runtz. Here come my custom Tech Decks here. That's a Pear's Angry Bird that I've hot melt glued onto, obviously, a Tech Deck. What's your thoughts on that one?
Good.
You like that one?
Yep.
Yeah, we picked up the Tech Deck as a garage sale, a whole bunch of it, for next to nothing. Yeah, there's Pinkie Pie there on that one. Do you like the Pinkie Pie one?
Yeah, and also, I actually finally know how to do the trick.
Okay, well, show me. Show me the trick, the stunt that we saw in the TV commercial. Okay, go, Pinkie Pie. Sure she can do it. I'll do sound effects. Oh, yeah. Look at that pony fly.
Hey, hey.
And she's coming down for a landing. Yeah. Oh, what? What? Get out of it. She's amazing. And she's hanging on the hoop there. And she's...
You ruined it.
Yeah, no, Pinkie Pie is amazing. But hey, what about the Minecraft sheep?
Super sheep.
Yeah.
No, wait, hold on. What's your...
Let's see the Minecraft sheep do a stunt. Okay. Shoom. Whoa. Backflip onto the ramp. Onto the basketball court. Angry Bird's coming in for a bit of a biffo. Angry Bird's through the hoop again. And bouncing off the bin down there. And Angry Bird's still having a spinner. Can you flick Redbird for me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah. And I'm going to try the Minecraft sheep. I'm going to try and flick it away somewhere. Oh, yeah. So it's, you know, just jam two things together to make something sort of cool. But I think it's that simple sometimes. I'm sure the kids would maybe want to have those, wouldn't they? You tell me. And just while we're thinking about Tech Deck, I think it does fit on that. I saw before. So Tech Decks do fit on this other skateboard doodah. And it's interesting, I do have a whole ton of Tech Deck stuff that was picked up. Yeah. This comes out, I don't know, once every, 6 months? Doesn't come out very often, but when the children do play with it, they get fairly manic. I'm a bit curious whether these parts here can key into some of this stuff here. I wonder if there's keys.
No, they don't.
Well, how do you know?
Well, these ones are on the bottom and these ones are like on the side.
Okay, yeah.
And they go upwards and these ones go sideways.
Because I'm sure there'd be many children who have siblings who were into Tech Deck. It was a great, yeah. Maybe these would be great on Tech Deck. What do you think? Okay?
Let's set it up and try.
Well, that's something you can set up. I think this video has gone on too far.
Okay.
But I'm sure you will get Tech Deck out and play with these, what do they call them? Runtz.
Runtz.
I can never remember the name. And I typed in Runtz into Google and all sorts of other things came up, but not these. So, I don't know, maybe that's a bit weird as well. There's a lot of things out there called Runtz, but I couldn't find these. But I'm going to try a bit of Tech Deck fun with the Runtz. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh yeah, and have a bit of a knock into Pinkie Pie there. What's very interesting is that the little custom ones that I made, which cost next to nothing to make, seem to be fairly popular there, especially with my son. And what do you think of the custom ones that I made?
Yeah! Yeah!
So, what have you got there? What's that one there?
It's a ripstick.
Well, who made them?
I found it in that Tech Deck box.
Okay, so it's part of the thing when we picked up the Tech Deck, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. And look at that, Redbird still doing some stunts. Yeah, go Redbird. Well, taking a look at that skateboarding toy, the TV commercial caught my daughter's attention. Is it as good as what you saw in the TV commercial?
No, not really.
Do you think over time you'll master the stunts?
No, not really.
I want the audience to take a look at the commercial. It will be linked into this video. And I want you to tell me how much of the commercial do you think is real versus, well, manufactured. Sadly, we're going to have to say goodbye. What are we going to say next?
Thanks for watching and
bye for now.
And keep an eye on your brother. because he's playing with Pinkie Pie. Ooh, watch out. Big sister's eye is on you. Okay, Runtz. Curious sort of toy, interesting for the fact my daughter saw the TV commercial and got very excited, and that is what prompted me to go out and buy all these toys. That there is the Target catalogue, and you can see some of the toys that you saw in my review. You can also see the prices there. It's a brand new toy, and what's interesting is the as seen on TV sign. Apart from the TV commercial showing some amazing stunts these do, once you get tricked up with them, my daughter seemed to be quite interested in the designs. There was a lot of excitement when we bought these about, let's get the twin packs, because there were some pretty cool designs in these things. And I have to agree, yeah, quite often that becomes one of the big draw cards with these styles of toys, especially when you start to see skulls like that. And because I rushed out and I bought this toy brand spanking new, I'm probably paying the absolute premium price for these toys. But let's just think about the twin packs. You could buy 2 Runtz for $7. Here in Australia, you could pick up a Minecraft hanger toy. That's Steve there. Oh, maybe for $8. $7 if you go to the reject shop, and $10 if you go to the wrong shop. So call it $8 versus $7 for 2 Runtz. Which would you prefer? For around $5 in Australia, you can actually pick up 2 Hot Wheels vehicles if they are $2.50 each. They're 2 very, very popular ones. So there's $5 there versus $7 there. Which one would you prefer? Oh, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Considering that Australia has silly prices of toys, but I think to get to my point here, if these twin packs were maybe $5 for 2, maybe I'd feel a little bit more comfortable. The Runtz playset at $20 is sort of curious, and there it is there in real life. $20 is an interesting price point. There are quite a few toys set at $20 in Australia. It's one of these things, how do you quantify that? Or how can you compare it to something else which is $20 and be fair? Can I actually ever compare anything else to this toy here? When I think of $20 toys in Australia, that one there comes to mind. I've got one of those unboxed. If I sit that next to that playset there, basically those 2 there, you got $20 each. Is that fair to make a comparison between those 2 toys? Another toy that pushes up near the $20 mark, they're $9 each, these toys. They're actually quite good. They're one of my son's favourites. Telepods, there's a little toy there, but also goes into an app. I've stripped them out of the box. Here they are here, very similar thing. So, little tiny toy goes into an app, so you get gameplay, plus you get a bit of toy play. $18 there, $20 there, and we already know this one's $20. And sure, hiding up the back here, I've got some other toys. Oh, the Shopkins are $15 for 12. $15, what do you think? 12 of them, yeah, okay. There's the single Star Wars Hot Wheels vehicle, $9 just for a single vehicle. I suppose you're paying the Disney tax, the Star Wars tax. Mind you, they sell like hotcakes, so people are buying them at $9. But I think the much better value, and I might drag it over next to this other toy here, is the twin packs for $15. So it's $5 cheaper than the skate park thing and the shark. If I slide that in there, even though it's a different price, very popular, I was very hard to pick these up. These sell very fast. $15 there, $20 there for the beautiful shark, $20 there for the skate park thing there, and basically $18 there for those 2 there. What's that painting about toy prices in Australia? And in particular, the price of this toy here. I'm going to say this. I think if this toy here was between $12 to $15, I'd be much, much happier. Well, I can assure you, it's those little toy TV commercials that so often spike my children's mind into the desire of wanting these toys. This one here was a classic example of that. You sort of seen the excitement of my daughter when she saw this, because the ad looked so amazing. That's what, well, I suppose that's what it's all about, isn't it? There's no law against making amazing ads. But I do toy reviews. I hopefully do reality checks as well. There's actually one toy here which I know the advertising spiked my son's mind, was that one there. Shopkins. And he kept telling me, well, they can move. Well, I said, well, no, they can't move. They move in the commercial, but they're just little stagnant guys. I suppose children have imaginary playtime, don't they? But what was interesting about this toy here is there's an element of skill to try and pull off these stunts. And I said to my daughter, look, it just takes time. You've got to get a couple of playsets together to make things sort of mash together and work. And in particular with this playset here, this $20 playset here, the fact that my daughter got spooked for, she saw that thing in the and you know, I'll probably pull it off now in a freakish accent, but I tell you what, I bet you I don't. You know, she saw that stunt, and it's one of these things, you start doing it and it's actually addictive play. I feel like I want to just keep doing this now. It sort of taps into your mind. Yes, this toy is good for the fact if you like this sort of finger flicking sort of toy fun, like skateboarding sort of toy, yes, it's a great little toy, but I don't know. I'm just looking at this. Maybe I just bought this at the wrong time. Maybe I needed to wait for it to be on special to get it. But hey, that's my daddy's 5 cents worth on that toy and a few others on the table there. Sorry for the end rant, reality check, whatever you want to call it. The toy review ended up being completely pear-shaped.